All right. All right, go sit down.
Go sit down.
Yeah, 'cause I need more light.
Ah.
All right. Tell me some of your stories.
Some of my stories.
Yeah, some of your stories that.
Which video you got on that thing?
I don't know how long it is. I've got some kind of
know.
memory card in here.
Oh, everyone always likes the story about how I broke my dick. Well, the one.
Oh, that's the first time I ever met you. That's the first story you ever told
Really?
me. Yes.
Should I tell that story?
Yes.
Okay. Let's see. I was in Portland, Oregon, an awful place. Never go there. And it was like this. Let me see if I can remember it right. Okay. Portland, Oregon. Let's see. My wife and kid were gone. Wife's off being a meth whore. And I'm stuck in this house with these Christian crackheads. A real fun combination of two extremists. Not that I have anything against crackheads per se, but you know, once they turn Christian and they're still smoking rock, they just don't shut up. And so I'm bored, you know. I mean, I whack off like 15 times a day. It's just the way I am. And I started getting like more bored and more creative. I had no friends out there, so you know, I started playing with the cock rings, and I had several varieties of them. And I got the kind that just goes over the rod, and then the one that goes around the gaggle and the rod. And I put both of them on at the same time. Sounded like a good idea to me. Double your pleasure, double your fun, you know. Well, so I'm beating the fuck out of my meat, and where the two metal rings meet, they pinched me and busted a blood vessel up inside my dick. And I'll be damned if it didn't swell up, which might sound like a good thing, but it wasn't. It was like, the water balloon's about to pop, mama. Let's get something, oh God, what the fuck do I do about this? So, I'm freaking out. My dick's about to blow up. It's filling with blood too much. And I'm putting ice on it, and it's not helping. And I figure, well, maybe if I come, it'll go away. And no, that's no good. It's gonna break. Okay, so I mean, it's already broken. It's gonna get worse, and I don't know how worse it's gonna get, but it's not good. It's turning purple, and I'm freaking out. And so, for the first time in my life, I call for medical help because I don't know what to do. So I call the hospital. I'm like, yeah, I'm in real trouble. And the nurse is like, yeah, well, what's wrong? And I go, okay, I broke a part of my body. I believe I burst a blood vessel, and it's swelling up, and it's getting really bad. What do I do? And she goes, well, we're not allowed to give medical advice over the phone. And I'm like, lady, look, this is an emergency. I know you got rules and stuff, but I'm dying here. Please, this is really important. She's like, okay, what part of your body is it? I'm like, well, ma'am, it's my penis. And she goes, I don't think that's funny. And hangs up. I'm like, no, wait, come on. Just fucking. So I call every hospital in town, and they get pretty much the same response. You know, first they're not allowed to give medical advice, then I talk them into it, and then they're not amused by my joke, right? So, okay. Finally, I call back the first lady, and I called her back like 3 times. I'm like, please, look, I'm not joking. I'm not a pervert. Well, okay, I'm a pervert, but I really hurt myself bad, okay? I'll be a good pervert after this, I promise. I'm a liar. But, so she's like, okay, put ice on it for 24 hours. I'm like, 24 hours? I gotta walk around like this do you realize what's happening here? She's like, yeah, I got a pretty good idea. You haven't left any details out. I'm like, okay, ice for 24 hours, alright, do what I gotta do. And I'm running to the ice box and getting the ice out. And she's like, then you put a hot pad on it. And I'm looking for ice, and there's no ice. I'm like, alright, thank you. Is that all the advice you have? And she's like, yeah, you know. And she's like, well, what's your name? I'm like, look, I gotta go to the store and get some ice. I'll call you back later, okay? I'm like, God, maybe she's the pervert. Anyway, so I'm walking to the store, and I have to stand up and give a demonstration here. Okay.
Oh my God.
I'm trying to go to the store here, and I have this, like, tent, okay? And it's not going away or anything anytime soon. I'm walking about this fast, I'm like, gotta get some ice, and this is in Oregon now, where you can buy booze right along with your groceries, you know.
Yeah.
Like in the free world out there, outside
Like
of
in
Minnesota.
Wisconsin.
So dig. And there's a place in Minneapolis too, in Northeast, you can do this. So I go there to get my ice, you know, and I'm walking like this. People are looking at me awful strange, and I have this huge tent here, you know. If you ever wanted a big dick, this is how you do it. You don't want a big dick. My dick's fine the way it is. And so I get to the ice department, which is right next to the booze department there, and I have just enough money for a bag of ice or a cheap-ass bottle of fuck Mad Dog.
What'd you get?
I'm like, boy, that ice looks pretty good and cold. And that Mad Dog will get me pretty good and drunk. And I'm like, fuck it, I'll get the Mad Dog. I go around, buy the Mad Dog, and she doesn't even ID me. I'm like, hey. I walk on back home. I'm just trucking along at half a mile an hour there. Boy, maybe not even that fast. I get back home, and I drink the Mad Dog and pass out. And yes, I finished, you know, whacking off, because, I mean, what was I supposed to do? Oh, hi, Alan. I woke the kid up. Sorry about that. I guess children should be hearing this, but the story's almost over, okay? And when I wake up the next day, everything was back to normal, shall we say. Hi, Adeline. So I invented this little thing. It's just a small leather strap about this long with a snap on it, and you put it around both of the rings, and then they won't touch each other and pinch anything. And I don't have the actual thing on me to show you, but
yeah, I hope not.
why?
Okay.
You know, I ran over here to help you out. Apparently that's not good enough. That's my story.